Hey everyone, Dom here, and today we're going to check out Artefakt Guitar, a new library available for HALion and HALion Sonic. Artefakt Guitar allows you to build your own riffs and expressive articulations with ease by using its unique guitar sequencer. Whether you're creating a soulful ballad or a powerful rock anthem, Artefakt Guitar seamlessly adapts to your creative guitar vision. Let's check it out. The first thing I want to do in this video is I want to go through some of the presets so that you can hear what sounds you can achieve with Artefakt Guitar. There's tons of presets to get you started, and then we're going to dive in and I'm going to show you how you can start creating your own riffs. So let's start with the first preset. This is called 70s Rock. So as you can see, we have a sequencer right here that's playing and it's taking care of these beautiful guitar articulations. And in this mode, we can see the velocity values that are super useful because we can make our guitar riffs very dynamic. But let me show you what you can do straight away on the interface. To begin with, you can add vibrato to your guitar parts. And if you want, you can use your mod wheel to add the vibrato. Then you can make your parts more dynamic by adding the velocity control right here. So when you do this, depending on the velocity that you play on your MIDI keyboard, you're going to get a different dynamic. So if you want a more dynamic playing, you can use the velocity control here. The other thing that we have is the humanize and the artifact controls. These both contribute to a more human feel of the guitar parts you're going to create with Artefakt Guitar. Let me show you without the humanize and without the artifact. So this is very nice, very clean, but you might be missing a little bit of grit, a little bit of a real human element, and a little bit of the guitar noises and all these things. Here's the solution. Just add a little bit of humanize. So this adds a little bit of timing and kind of expression variation. And artifacts adds all these beautiful guitar noises and characteristic sounds of a real guitar. And you can add as much or as little as you want. Now let's go to the next preset. This is Basic Rock 16 and it sounds like this. Now I want to talk a little bit about the effects that we have. We have the effects chain right here, and you will see that in this specific preset we have several effects loaded, like compression, graphic EQ, clipper, the VST amp rack that allows us to choose the amp model. For example, I can choose between Plexi, Plexi Lead, Diamond, Blackface, Tweed, and so on and so forth. We have the speaker model, and we also have a mic position. So you can change the sound from off axis to on axis. Let me show you. We also have a delay, a reverb, and we can also add more effects if we want to by going to our last slot. And here we have more effects to choose from, like chorus, flanger, auto filter, and octaver. And these effects you can reorder exactly how you want by using drag and drop. Let's go to the next preset. This is called Blue Blues. Let's take this preset and let me show you how you can change the patterns. As you can see here, we have several patterns for this preset. So we have blue blues A, blue blues B, and so on and so forth. So if I click on any one of these buttons right here, I'm going to get a different pattern. And this you can do on the interface of the instrument, or you can do it using these keys right here, these blue keys. So as you can see, I can select the different patterns by using my key switches right here. Let's go to the next preset. This is called Easy Strum. And you can see that this is a preset that has lots of strumming. And one great thing that you can do with Artefakt Guitar is that you can change the timing of the strumming. If you go here, you can see we have a slider, so we can make the strumming faster or slow. And it goes without saying that if you want to change the key, it's very easy. First, you can do this on the interface, so I can go and change my key right here. I can switch from major to minor. And then when you select a key, you have all the correct chords for that key. But if you want to change the key on the fly, you can also use these red keys, as you can see, that are key switches that determine the key. So if I go and select D, you will see that my scale changes to D, and of course, immediately I have the correct chords. Now, if I want to switch from minor to major, I can use these yellow keys right here. Let's try the next preset. This is called Headbanger. What about the long chorus? Oh, that sounds beautiful. Long strum. Standard rock. The next thing I'm going to show you is how you can trigger different articulation without using the sequencer. So if I turn the sequencer off by using this button right here, you will see that now I'm just getting single notes. What determines what kind of articulation we're going to trigger every time are these key switches right here. So let's try the first one. Ghost notes, chugs, other guitar noises. So if you want to just play all the articulations in real time, you can do this. Now let me show you how you can build your own patterns because it's very easy and it's very creative. So here's a pattern that I've put together really quickly, and I'm going to show you how I built this. The first thing you need to do is go here at the top right corner and click Edit, and this opens the expanded sequencer. So here's where you can still use your velocity, but you can also choose what kind of articulation is going to be triggered per step. So we have ghost notes, we have trills, we have mutes, we have slides, we have legato. And if you are in mono mode, I'm going to explain this in a second, you can also trigger seventh chords, you can trigger major or minor chords, you can trigger power chords and single notes. And you can of course choose if you're going to have strumming or not. So in this case, what I did is I went into poly mode because I want to be able to control the chords on my own. So if I play this chord extension here, so depending on what I play on the keyboard, the sequencer is going to play that specific chord. So let's see what you can do here. The first thing you can do is you can select the number of steps. So let's say I want to make this 16 steps, or I can go all the way to 32 steps. I'm going to keep it to 16 steps just for simplicity at this stage. So as you can see, what I've done here, the first 3 steps are a strum. But if I want to, I can say I only want the first 2 steps to be a strum. And then the third step is going to be another note. So as you can see, we have the ghost notes here, and I have some trills. Let's make the 4th step a slide. So you can see how easily you can start building all these different articulations and those riffs. Let's go and add a mute here. Now, if I turn this into mono mode, now I can have the sequencer determine the chord types as well. So let's go and add a 7th chord at the beginning. And then you will see that it starts playing single notes. So let's say I want to add a major chord for the entire pattern. Or maybe I want to add some power chords here. Or let's say, for example, that I want the step 9 to be an extended strum. So I'm going to extend this. So I'm just dragging this step. And then I'm going to add a little bit of a strum. So you can see that you have complete control of how the riff is going to be played. You can also add swing if you want to. And you can change the speed. And it goes without saying that if you want to get started with some examples, you can also load some preset patterns. So if you click here, you will see that we have several patterns for you to choose from. So let's go to pattern number 2, and I'm going to select one of the patterns here, for example, to the funk. And you can take, of course, these patterns as starting points and start tweaking them and making them your own. I hope you enjoyed Artefakt Guitar, make some great riffs with it, and rock on!